Well, hello, my beautiful Aquarians. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your monthly reading for November 2025. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares, and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about, pretending to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings and I will never reach out to you personally to offer one. Also, I will never ask you for money, e-gifts, or donations, so if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. Now, I will be using guide chimes, so please be mindful to turn down your volume if you are someone who is sensitive to sound. So let us start your reading and let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Aquarians, this is your monthly reading for November. I can't believe we're here already, but here we are. The months are literally flying on by, but November has arrived, and it promises to be a pretty big month ahead, for we have officially moved into smoldering Scorpio season. And let's just say that this month, it may slip on in quietly, but it certainly holds a lot of gravitas, a lot of intensity, and it offers you an opportunity for your fearless inner strength to make some major power moves in silence. But the results and the rewards, let's just say they'll make some monumental noise for your future. For you shall be magnetic, a highly transformative month to deep dive emotionally and rise up like a phoenix, to rebirth, overcome any issues, and reclaim your power, your sovereignty, and of course, success. Now, the truth, they say, shall set us free, and this is a supercharged month of cathartic release and reset as captivating Scorpio season bestows Plutonian energy upon us all. To face our truth, of course, with a critical eye and cast out that which does not enrich ourselves or our journey ahead. It is here that we hold ourselves to higher standards, and with laser-like focus this month it is full steam ahead. That final push before December encourages a slower pace. Now, persuasive Scorpio season amplifies persistence and tenacity as a driving force and determination behind your plans, your goals, and your dreams. This month encourages you to seek your truth and wear it proud, confront any fears, challenge the status quo, ask leading questions, and dig a little bit deeper, and also contemplate the mysteries of you and all that you are capable of and more, as well as really look at your interaction within your inner world and the world outside of yourself. Also, your sensual side comes out to play as you explore new experiences, and you've got the Fool card there, so you're all for new experiences this month. And of course, challenge yourself out of your comfort zone. This is the month to dare, to double dare, as your inner rebel sets the tone and the pace for the coming weeks. But it's not all action-packed, for you may also have a profound sense of yearning for alone time, a desire to process your path, understand your emotions, and let go of the past. And of course, make sense of the deeper undertones of life. Emotional security and your home life will be firmly on your mind as you try to make sense of a world undergoing a radical shift, and your fourth house is influencing you, so you're going to be, more deeply embedded in those thoughts at this time. But also, the super full moon in the sign of Taurus on the 5th of November offers you an opportunity to remain practical and stay on top of your finances, as well as foster habits to attract more. Look at your cards. They're becoming really complicated and complex right now. So I feel there is, a little bit of complexity to your month ahead, but we'll get there in a moment. Now, we also have the Uranus retrograde. It will dip back into the sign of Taurus, requesting you to revisit financial strategies or reevaluate spending, but with a little bit of a notion to gift yourself a little treat for you, or indeed receive a token of appreciation from an alternative source. Now, this retrograde also helps you rewire or plan without sudden unexpected plot twists, which is nice, okay, because sudden ones fling you out of your comfort zone. Always better to step out of your own comfort zone and not be flung, of course. However, Mercury retrograde, it's a little bit of a different story, and we will be stepping into that, of course. It's notorious for causing issues with communication systems, delays, social media network glitches, miscommunications, and general befuddlement, okay, especially when clarity is sought. So get everything in writing as documented proof to save down any financial statements, just to prove any finances should there be that glitch. Now, the 6th of November sees Venus get up close and personal in the sign of Scorpio. If you're single, expect sparks to fly with a new encounter. And if you're already committed, this month will dial up the chemistry to take things to a whole new level. It's time to adore and explore. And this month it sounds like a lot, right? But breathe, because Jupiter retrogrades on the 11th, and it asks you to relax, to question where you are spending your energy, and it reminds you that you've got this. For Scorpio season nudges you to be the change that you want to see in your world, and with that fire in your soul coming to the surface, you'll be excited by the revamp. Now, in terms of global events, and please fast forward this part if you really don't wish to hear it, I mentioned in my 2025 yearly forecast that this was a monumental shift year, and Neptune's 165-year orbit period is about to complete. It just dipped back into the sign of Pisces as a final salute before moving permanently into Aries. This will never ever happen again in our lifetime. And last time Neptune shifted like this was between 1847 and 1875. Now, why should this be relevant? Well, that time period documents radical revolution, uprisings, advancement in technology, famous gold rushes, agricultural struggles, changes in monarchy, a shift in higher consciousness, which also saw the rise in spiritualism as people returned to their very core values. And also, incidentally, the Suez Canal even underwent significant construction affecting trade. Well, we see the same progression in that very area as we embark on the same cycle. Now, I'm not saying that history will repeat itself in this timeline, but perhaps we can learn from the past to understand the present direction. Now, also, I mentioned that this year would be about fire and water. Neptune in Pisces affects oceans, and when it moves to Aries, fire. Land masses that have lain dormant for hundreds of thousands of years are awakening, and even underwater topography could be impacted. A solar maximum flare could also impact a seismic event this month, and of course, potential for a major power outage, but this too shall pass. Plus, we will hear more about the mysterious three-eye atlas, and the topic of conversation will be about its unusual light anomalies. Also, Mars moves into the sign of Sagittarius, which can lead to potential conflict. Mars is a very fiery planet associated with confrontation and war. Combined with impulsive Sagittarius energy, this can trigger a gamble with audacious moves in order to expand or control. Rhetoric is replaced with action when these two combine. Hope I'm wrong on that. But of course, these energies can affect us in many different ways. With Mars and Sagittarius energy on a personal level, this can make us a little bit cranky as we push on through with our goals. We're under a lot of pressure, and there could be some moments where there is an argument or a misunderstanding or a conflict with a person. But of course, there is the potential to move on and be free, like clear the air kind of energy with that as well. And as I always say, there are many levels to the shifts and how they affect energy. So on a personal level, for you in particular, the new moon in Scorpio on the 19th offers you a chance at something new, especially with that Fool card right there, okay? But it's something bold, something daring, with a bit of an electric twist. But also, it's something meaningful and true to who you are. It offers you a period of reflection where you contemplate stealthy moves towards more abundance and security, especially because of your 4th house and your 10th house, actually. And that will, help you contemplate those moves to really move ahead, be successful, and light up your world with your passion. And it'll also encourage you to engage more fully in all that enriches your soul, as well as your wonderful path ahead. And, you know, I feel like a lot of you are like so over October. With this card heading your November, this is a card of like, where's the fun at? I want to get out there, want to let my hair down. So a lot of you with that full card, there's so much potential for this month. And you may be leaning into new events, things that you've never tried before. A lot of you, there is this energy of being more independent. So this will be a month where a lot of you are paying down debt, repayment plans, trying to be financially free. You know, a lot of you may be looking at your savings strategy as well, trying to stay on top of that because you have that Temperance card. This is a month of balance and harmony, everything in moderation. So I feel like, you know, there is an energy with that full card of, you know, opening yourself up to a more playful side. I feel a lot of you are learning more about yourself, but I feel some of you could launch a new style or launch something new here. Could also be because your fourth house is about your home life. There could be some new arrivals in your home life. This could be like a family member adopting a pet, or it could be someone giving birth, for example. For some of you, this could also be that you're pursuing a new environment. So you may be looking at different neighborhoods to move to right now, or even revamping your home space, doing something new, purchasing new items for the home space there as well. I mean, your fourth house is all about stability and all things domestic, basically. So you could be decluttering your home space to clear space for new items. Definitely making your home your sanctuary, doing some DIY. Some of you may be even setting up a business. You could be launching something from your home space in the month of November there. It'll be very lucrative. Just watch out for Mercury retrograde. You know, they do say don't launch anything during a Mercury retrograde, but I would just say that sometimes when you do that, it's not a negative thing. It just means that you may revisit something or there may be a delay there. I feel it's not detrimental to your path. So I would just mention that. Mercury retrograde helps you really think about things. It slows the process down so you see anything that you could have missed if you just forged ahead, okay? But the full card indicates taking a big leap of faith in something, so I feel like you're powering on through. A lot of you are focused on your plans this month, maybe more of your long-term plans this month. So you're looking at, you know, your successes. A lot of you, if you work in a company, it could be that you're looking at trying to find a new opportunity to staircase, climb the ladder, as it were. It could be a promotion here with that Emperor energy. I feel, though, it requires a restructure. So it could be someone who's middle management leaving and they are the gatekeeper. I feel like you still have to wait for this opportunity, but you could have an appraisal in the next coming weeks and months regarding a new role or a new opportunity to increase your status, but also your wealth in whatever it is that you do at this moment in time. But some of you, if you feel like you've hit a plateau or a glass ceiling in your industry right now, I feel like you're looking at alternative options, looking at new roles, putting your resume out there, trying to find something that fits, because a lot of you are looking at fixing your finances. So it can be that you're striving for more. I do see that you may be contemplating whether you should stay or go as you come close to the end of the year. I feel with that full card, you're ready to go. But the Two of Wands there, it tells me that you may just wait it out a little bit more, just until the right opportunity comes along that matches the money that you want. I feel like perhaps some of the opportunities coming your way, the money isn't completely exactly what you want, but there is going to be a moment where something arises there for you and it's very exciting and you just take that leap, okay? But I feel like it's not going to happen when you think it's going to happen. It could happen suddenly there for you, okay? And if some of you are looking for a job, I feel like some of you, you know, with that Strength card, you may have been looking for a job in a very tumultuous job market right now. You've been holding your own and trying to have faith that there is something coming on in here. I feel a lot of you will return to work. You know, I feel with this card here, it indicates you'll return to a happier time in your working environment. You will definitely fix your finances there as well and bring in more wealth. But a lot of you, when you're out of work or waiting for the next opportunity, you could be contemplating independent roles here or setting up your own business. And I feel like they will co-align. You'll run both, and actually they will bring in a lot of wealth for your future, and I feel there is a lot of stability. This figure is literally sitting on the house there, so you're thinking about your ambitions. I mean, I'm only mentioning this because your 4th house and your 10th house are governing you this month, so of course your 4th house is going to lean in more to domestic responsibilities and duties, so you're going to be poodling around the house, restructuring, DIY, maybe even giving your home a fresh new look in some way, revamping, just moving things around as it were, or decluttering, basically getting everything ready. Some of you may actually host an event at your home. It could be an event where people are coming over, and, you know, there is an energy of one person being a little bit uncertain as to whether they can attend, but last minute I feel like they will be able to do it. Okay, so you may have to just factor in an extra place if it is like a big dinner party or something like that, or extra food there as well. So that's coming through there. And your 10th house, of course, is all about your ambition. So whether you're retired or whether you're in a career or whether you're looking for a job right now, the ambition is basically the energy and drive, the motivation to get your projects and your tasks done and finish everything to a high degree. And this means that you're just launching yourself into November because you have a lot to do. And I feel with that Strength card energy, you're not forgetting about your self-care routines there. I feel it's very important to give back to yourself. You definitely need a little bit of repair work yourself, and that is to rejuvenate your energy. And I also feel a lot of you could be dealing with a very delicate situation this month where you kind of solidify plans, or you kind of like I would say find a solution to something. Big problem solving month here, where you find a solution to something and you completely dominate the energy. So if you and your family, or you in particular, are wrestling with something in your mind, perhaps you're trying to find a solution to something, November is the breakthrough month where you set yourself free from this issue or this problem, and I feel like you're free from it. So it just feels like you come back into an alliance with yourself and you are completely balanced, and it's not a problem anymore, whatever this is. Now, if you have been on maternity leave, some of you have given birth. If that's you, congratulations. I feel this could have happened like a while ago, because I see some of you returning to work, and you're going to see that there's been a lot of changes and challenges, rules, regulations, policies, everything like that changing there. And there may have even been someone that you actually got on really well with. They've left. Okay, so there's a big change in environment. And you may feel that things are not as they used to be. You may feel things are just like not as balanced. And you may actually contemplate, you know, how you feel about this role. Okay, as you return to it. Now, of course, the majority of you, there's this energy of like, you kind of like it. It'll give you a little bit more responsibility. There's extra duties here. Things have piled up in your absence. Things that just got missed. And you're all about fixing it and making sure that you correct it there. But you may also be feeling that, is this for me anymore? So you may actually contemplate alternative roles, or be asked to move into a different department. Some of you, if you are in a company or you're returning to work, I feel there could be a sidestep energy here as well. So it feels like a promotion, but it's still kind of a sidestep. So it feels like it's for the same company, or the same company but a different branch for some of you. Maybe even overseas for some of you. Some of you could be looking right now at overseas opportunities, but the Strength card indicates you're holding your own and you're powering on through no matter what you're doing right now. Also, the Strength card indicates you overcome something that was a struggle. I definitely see that happening there. There's this inner calm where you're like, you know what? I'm just going to freewheel this month. I'm going to go with the flow. I'm going to see what happens, and I'm here for it. And of course, because this is in your protagonist energy, it means that you're wanting more independence. You want to be free. So a lot of you may be seeking new experiences, new adventures. You may even have a date night to yourself during this period. But Nine of Pentacles is to be financially independent. So a lot of you are sticking to your plans in order to save or squirrel away a little bit of money that you cannot touch. You know, the Nine of Pentacles is an energy of being financially savvy. It is an energy of really focused on your finances now so that you can be comfortable in the future, paying down debt, focusing on financial strategies there for your long-term aspirations. But also personally, you're giving back to yourself, looking at your body's needs. A lot of you may have changed your diet recently, or you may actually discover something new because you have that Fool card, something you haven't tried before that perhaps gives you more energy, that helps you have a glow up. This could be a new product. My readings are not about aesthetics, but you know, when you have a Nine of Pentacles, Pentacles, it means someone having a glow up, okay? So I definitely see this as a glow up month for you, body, mind, and soul. I feel there is an energy of responsibility at the end of the month. You've got a lot to do. You're sticking to your plans. There's a lot of success around you as well there. But I feel the beginning of the month, you kind of want to lean in a little bit more to yourself there. And you may be, as I said, thinking about your journey, processing your past in order to find more security and grounding in your present moment so that you can actually have more fun or excitement or freedom in your future. Now, the Nine of Pentacles also indicates that you're sticking to your plans. You know, you're building in self-confidence there as well. And this is a card of security. So it can indicate that a lot of you are, looking at your security, and there's nothing wrong here, nothing wrong at all. I don't see anything negative, but for some of you, and this is not going to resonate with all of you, but I'm just seeing some of you thinking of adopting a dog, okay, for security or just for companionship and security. This may not resonate with all of you, but it's something that's just popped in there. So I'm just seeing as well this energy of the dog in particular is an Alsatian. That's what I'm seeing. So they are security dogs, so perhaps this could be just that your fourth house is all up in your security energy. So you could be looking at password changes on computers, software, you could be looking at CCTV, like in and around your home, for example. I feel like you could just be upgrading systems that are connected to security, not because you need them, just because, you feel it is better to have it that way. So that's something that's coming out there as well. I mean, Alsatians, dogs represent companionship, loyalty. So this could be symbolic of you kind of giving your time to people who are loyal to you, who've got your back, who really invest in friendships, relationships. And anyone who doesn't, it could be that you're just ignoring or stepping away from those people at this time. This month is all about, what feels good. A lot of you will be focused on self-care, real estate, your home. And a lot of you could also be really exploring in the kitchen, because this is an exploration card. It can be that you're exploring with different ingredients, natural herbs, certain food substances in order to create something new for your body that's going to enrich you. Whenever I get a Nine of Pentacles, when it comes to health as well, this indicates that you're looking at vitamins, mineral deficiencies, and things like that to stay on top of your healthcare goals. A lot of you may be hitting the gym or being more active this month as well, just to stay on top of your health. But more importantly, I feel this is an energy for you to really kind of focus on being more independent. And of course, this is a card of prosperity, harvest time for all of your hard work, but also spending time with your leisure, leaning into having fun with friends, with the people that you care about, and appreciating yourself at how far you've come there. This is a card of rest and relaxation. So I feel a lot of you, if you haven't booked a vacation, I would say that you will be booking one here, or at least, moving towards saving for one in order to take the pressure off, because you've been under a lot of pressure. Even if you're having a staycation because of your fourth house, it can be that, you're taking a couple of days out of your usual responsibilities in order to be around your home space, get organized, and maybe just, feel a little bit more grounded in your personal energy there. Now, of course, if you are in a career, your 10th house is going to have you having a glow up completely. So this could indicate your reputation rising there for something that you do. This is a card of achievement, success, status, image, purpose. So if you are someone who is an influencer, for example, whether it's online or in your specific niche that you're working in, this is a card of expansion, going global, being seen by people across the world in some way. So a lot of you could be noticing, especially if you're on social media, you could be noticing that some of your subscriber base are kind of leaving, but actually they're not. They're just being unsubscribed, or they're just there's some sort of glitch there in the middle of the month. They are going to resubscribe, or they're going to return, is what I'm seeing there. But there could be some sort of glitch that you question. You're like, what? But give it a moment. Don't freak out over it. I feel it's some sort of algorithm kind of changing things. And it doesn't have to be like YouTube. It can be any social media platform. I want you to be aware of that. But it kind of recalibrates and comes back into balance. So you realize that actually you didn't lose, there was just some sort of recalibration. Now, also, if you run your own business, you're going to see return custom time and time again, which brings in more wealth. There's also one person who could be well known, or who could be someone who's in the public eye in some way. They talk about your industry, they talk about your service or your business, they highlight you or spotlight you, and this is going to give you a huge run on business there, and it will be far reaching. It really helps with your plans, and this person in the future may actually ask for a co-alliance. What I mean by that is they may really invest in whatever it is you have to offer in your career. And I feel they may say, hey, shall we blend, the energies? I feel it's like they may just market or promote what you do. I feel like they don't really want anything back for it, but maybe you just give them a discount on whatever it is, or, there's just some sort of camaraderie here. They know how hard it is, and they just want to spotlight all of your hard work and that you're doing an awesome job in your industry. And I just feel it's far reaching. So that's coming out there as well. No matter what you do, I feel like there is someone in a position of authority who is watching your rise and wants to elevate you. And I feel there is an opportunity in the mix. It's brewing for you right now if you're in an industry. And, this is a period where you will elevate in your work and any part of the world that you wish to establish your reputation in, because you have the Temperance card, which is all about your sense of purpose, blending your energies to make something work. And of course, this is about you being destined for the top. This figure is on the top of the house, okay? Not in the house, but on top of the house. So it means that you're going to the top of something. Some of you may feel like you've already hit a plateau or come as far as you can with something. It doesn't have to be a job. It can be a relationship. It can be, an experience. And it can be that you feel like you've reached a limit on something and you want to expand or go deeper, or you want to explore a little bit more. So this is a month where you push the boundaries on that there as well. Now, on a practical level, of course, we've got the Justice card. This is about cause and effect. You've been working really hard on something, maybe even taking a calculated risk there with that Fool card, or launching something. If you're launching something, I would say it's a great period to do that. And I feel like it will really take off there for you. But I also feel like all the efforts that you're making right now, even if it's on your personal development, your energy levels with that Fool card. I mean, you're someone who does not look your age, no matter what age you are, but I feel it's more about energy levels, and you have such a young heart. So you're leaning into that sense of fun and playfulness this month. And of course, you're also trying to have fun with your projects. And the more fun you have with what you do, I mean, we all have responsibilities that perhaps we don't love doing, but we got to do them out of a sense of duty. You've got the Emperor there, which means taking on extra responsibilities this month. I feel it's important to recognize wherever you are, be the soul of that place, because your vibrations change the energy, and how you feel about what you do will attach to vibrations of success or pause in your future. Okay, so even if there's something you don't love doing, I would say find a way to revamp it, refresh it, or kind of be the soul of that place. Have no attachment to it. Just say, yeah, this is something I got to do. Let's live in the moment. Let's try and do it and enjoy it as much as possible. And of course, that will filter out, because this is a ripple effect card in your life, and thoughts become things. So it's really important, especially if you're building towards something. The Six of Cups indicates you yearn to return to happier times, easier times. Feels like it was easier in the past because you have these cards combined there. But I definitely see here there's better karma coming for you. You're attaching to your soul song, more balance, more harmony. And also, as I said, on a practical level, a lot of you are going to be focused from the middle of the month on your sense of responsibility. Okay, so you're going to be in your structure, strategy, doing what you got to do, focusing on administrative tasks. I mean, if you're in business, this could be the end of a tax year, for example. Could be in your spreadsheets, in invoices, statements, filing, all of that stuff, correspondence, emails, calls. Even on a practical level, running your life in the home space. You could be calling service providers. For some of you, I hate to give you this message, but we do have the Three of Pentacles here, okay? And this is a card of mending or fixing something, repair work. So some of you, because your fourth house is there may be an energy, and I hate to give you this message, as I said, where you may have to repair something in the home. But a lot of you, because we've got that Nine of Pentacles, some of you may set about repairing it. I mean, if you're qualified to do that, great. But if you're not qualified to do it, and it requires someone who is qualified, I would say get them to do it. I'm talking about things that are connected to electricity, things like that. Don't go there, be safe. But, if there's something that needs repairing, I feel like there is this energy of you kind of like giving it a temporary fix until such time as it really needs to be fixed long term. So a lot of you kind of save the day and repair something yourself is what I'm seeing there. And it feels like a temporary fix because the Six of Cups is there, which means you will return to this at a later date. But it's way off in the future, so it gets you through however long you need it to get through. And then, you know, I definitely see you'll have the funds to fix this, but I feel you actually managed to do a great job of doing it yourself, okay? Now, of course, a lot of you may be doing some DIY in the home space or revamping your space. That's your fourth house, and that is the cause and effect with the Three of Pentacles there. But ultimately, I feel like you are trying to stay on top of your plans there with that Three of Pentacles. Now, this is a card of being very creative, engineering a plan, you know, maybe even just talking about your plans. But because it's in the resistance position, a lot of you are moving in stealth mode. You're not talking about your plans. You're just focused on letting the results speak for themselves. You're deep in your work right now. And I would say this is a great time to reveal your work or call attention to your work. Allow it to be seen in all its glory. You know, yes, you don't have to talk about your plans or what you're doing. It's a great time to just do it and then reveal it and promote yourself or get yourself out there, because I feel there's a lot of important people watching there that will help you elevate, and there's a lot more success to come. I feel like you're deeply in the planning stages of something this month as well. You have an ambition and you're trusting in the unknown. I feel like the universe is aligning you with what you need and, of course, what you want, which are two different things, but because you have the Temperance card, you can have both there and it will blend nicely. But ultimately, I feel you're trying to simplify your life a little bit more and try and just remain on top of things and be kind of like harmonious and not allow anyone else's drama affect you. However, there may be something that you learn about a person. Now, it could be a secret or it could be something that just gets revealed, okay? Because I see something that perhaps has been hidden, because the Justice card is in the resistance position at first. So it can be a truth that has not been spoken about. Doesn't mean it's dishonest. It just means it's not spoken about just now. And we've got that Three of Pentacles. It could be someone, you know, that you know. It's someone who's close to you. I mean, it could be someone that you work with, could be someone who's in your family or in your neighborhood, but it feels like you're surprised with a truth this month, and it sets you thinking about your past with this person or about their past. I mean, it could be because your fourth house is all about your roots as well. It could be a family kind of revelation about your grandparents or about someone in your family lineage, and you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't know that they were a famous, you know, person in this line of industry. I didn't know they had that talent. I didn't know that they, you know, did that and it was so exciting. You know, so it could be like a monumental revelation that helps you piece a little bit of your roots together and kind of also highlight how you are like you are. So it could be that you're learning that you have traits from someone in your family lineage that is like bold, daring, this leadership energy that's coming through here. And I feel it's just an exciting piece of information that tells you about generations, and, you know, you learn about their struggles and how you can be more independent. And it's a different generation, a different time. And you may be thankful that even though some of the struggles may be the same, you have a little bit more choice there. And it's a moment to celebrate that person's journey, because I feel there's a celebration here on someone's journey. But the Three of Pentacles on a financial level here, because you only have a Nine of Pentacles and a Three of Pentacles. So I would say very important, because this is in the resistance position, and the Nine of Pentacles is an energy of like saving Six Pentacles and spending three, okay? But because we have the Three of Pentacles in your resistance position, I would say you're going to be spending Nine Pentacles and saving three. I mean, that's the nature of the world right now. The economy is shot, and it is very challenging right now. And of course, I feel a lot of you are still going to be able to put a little bit by. This could be like an emergency fund for some of you. I mean, I don't see you needing an emergency fund. Looking at the outcome energy, I want you to be aware of that. But I feel like you may be putting some money away to compound on itself. For a lot of you, you could be thinking about your financial future, 401ks, because this is a very future-leaning card right now. And you're just trying to, you know, focus on your stability and that will be for your future. So self-care doesn't have to just mean that you're taking a bath with salts in it. It can be that self-care is you setting yourself up for comfort or a win or even luxury in your future. You're working really hard. It can also be that you're leaning into exciting new events to keep things fresh. And I would say that some of you with a group of people, you're going to go and have a wonderful time at some events there. But also you could be putting the world to rights and kind of like leaning into each other as an energy of like, how can I put that? It's almost like your besties or the people you really connect to. This could also be family members. It's almost like they are counselors. You know, you're just venting, you're saying your piece, and everybody gives their 2 cents and like, yeah, I do it like this, I do it like that, and maybe we should transform things. There just feels like a nice alliance there that's coming through. And I feel that everybody remembers when it just seemed easier, and now it just seems like there's a lot to do, and it's a lot harder. You know, it feels like there is a delicate situation here in the world. And I'm only mentioning this because, of course, you have a world in this card. And, you know, Three of Pentacles can be people coming together to discuss stuff. Okay, it's like, how do we make things better? And for some of you, if you're in like a co-alliance or a family where you live together, you know, it can be that you're pooling your resources in order to make sure that everything is fair there as well. But the Six of Cups is a return to happier times. And also, I kind of love the Six of Cups in your reading because the Six of Cups is a gift or an offer. Some of you may actually get an unexpected gift this month, and for some of you it may be financial in nature. So it could be a tax rebate, or it could be something from your past comes through for you. It could be, you know, something you invested in suddenly yields a little bit more money than usual, or it could be that, you know, if you've done a job where you get royalties or you get some sort of back pay on something, there's definitely an energy here of it coming through for you, and you're like, yep, banking that. You know, it's something that you didn't know you'd have, but you bank it, but also you treat yourself a little bit. Okay, now a lot of you, there is reunion energy here. So either there is actually a reunion with people you used to hang out with, or whether this is a return to a neighborhood, a trip down memory lane is coming here for you. And I feel like it just kind of gives you this wonderful sense of how far you've come, the hopes, the dreams, the things that worked, the things that didn't work, but how you show up for yourself. You're a very strong person. And I feel this card is an energy of nostalgia. Okay, sweet memories. So I feel some of you could be coming together with some people that you haven't seen for a while. These could also be family members. You could be, you know, going on a road trip for some of you, or it could be that, you know, you're going to visit people that you haven't seen for a while. And it's just conversations about the way things used to be, the way things are now, but also you may notice changes in the neighborhood. I mean, a lot of you, I mean, I think all over the world, a lot of us are recognizing that there needs to be a lot of repair work on the roads, potholes everywhere, for example. So it could be that you're just noticing that people need to fix things right now for things to be back into some sort of balance, especially since you have a Three of Pentacles. A lot of your conversations maybe like, where's my money going? Nothing's being fixed right now. It just feels like things are challenging. So I just feel there could be a conversation in and around that at this time. Six of Cups indicates that something that you are doing right now, the universe is remembering you and wanting to send you something positive. You know, Six of Cups is all about being in balance as well. And if someone owes you money, I feel they may actually make a repayment. It won't be all of it, but they may actually offer some of it there as well. So it'll be an ongoing process. Now, because we have the Justice card in the resistance position, for some of you, if you're going through a court case, I would say document everything that you've got as proof, because there could be someone in a team, there's just one person who consistently, you know, tries to be a little bit loose with the truth. It's unfair is what I see, but I do see that things get called out. Whoever is the presiding power, like the judge, for example, in the court case, they see through it. I want you to be aware of it. They see through it, but I would also say just be mindful that there could be some dirty tactics. So for example, if you're going through a divorce right now, firstly, I'm sending you a huge hug out there and so much love. I feel ultimately there will be conversations on how do we repair this? How do we make it fair? How do we make it even? Where did the love go? Can we respect each other? And of course, for some of you, the answer will be no. Things have been challenging. But with that Temperance card, I feel like a solution is found and things are balanced, but I feel like you're really free of it. I feel there's this like, whoa, it's over. And now you're on to living your best life and having a glow up and just getting on with the next stage of your life there, okay? And for some of you, there's definitely an energy of an ex in your energy, okay? We are about to step into Mercury retrograde. In fact, probably by the time you've watched this, Mercury pre-shadow would have happened, and we're moving strongly into that Mercury retrograde, of course, and this can indicate someone from your past wants to repair something. Now, for a lot of you, it doesn't have to be an ex. It can be a friend, or it can be somebody that you lost touch with, or someone who perhaps you had an argument with or a conflict, or you've just been removing yourself from their energy because you feel like they are pushing your buttons, maybe even kind of like, I would say, having unrealistic expectations upon you. I feel like a lot of you have withdrawn from this person, but you could hear from this person trying to reach out to repair. If this person has got form and they're all talk, no action, then of course, just be a little bit mindful. Watch their actions. Wait it out is the Two of Wands energy. Observe their actions to see if they really mean it. And of course, you'll make your decision from there. I can't make that decision for you. You're going to do it yourself. But I feel more than anything, as you move towards the end of November there, you're firmly in structure, your duties. You're being stricter with yourself, making sure that you remain in balance. And of course, that you keep on top of your health goals, but also on your vision for the future. This is a card of success. The Emperor is someone who is successful. So I feel like a lot of you will celebrate how hard it has been and how you've overcome any obstacles. And I would say a lot of you are learning to make more money, especially if you're trying to set up your own business or go independent on your finances there. I feel like you're going to have a lot of success, but the success is yet to come. I feel you're going to see things coming together, but there is expansion on your mind. And even if you're in your own business already and you run it, I do see that there is an energy of things being in balance, ticking over nicely, but I feel like you may be looking at ways to expand your reach or diversify in order to capitalize on what you're doing already. Now, a lot of you as well may be contemplating a second stream of income. So there could be seasonal work here where I feel like there is a wonderful energy where you bring in more money, you get to save more money. Of course, there's extra duties here, responsibilities, but some of you, wherever you're taking this seasonal role, you may actually bump into a familiar face. Now, I'm not sure who this is. I feel like it's a friend, actually. It's a friendly energy that's coming through. Now, either it's they work there too, or it can be that they like drop on in to wherever it is you're taking a seasonal role. But it feels like a co-alliance. It's like, oh, wow. I feel perhaps just life got in the way. People lost each other's numbers or numbers changed. And I feel like both of you firmly lean back into the friendship, and then it just feels really exciting that you bumped into each other there as well. But this is a leadership card, so I would say a lot of you are structuring your life in order to remain on top of your goals, whatever those goals are. Your 10th house is all about the Emperor energy. This is about, your reputation rising in your career, achievement, of course, being seen for what you are about. So I would say success, there is opportunity. However, you will wait for the opportunity. It feels like it's just talked about and then it's formalized. There's a process. For some of you, you may have to have a diplomatic conversation with a landlord. If you rent, for example, there could be some repair works that this person is just not stepping up to, and you're going to have to chase this person. For some of you, you may even look into the legalities, the health and safety of it as well. And I feel that this person will step up. They're going to make some noise, and then they're just not going to do anything again. They're just going to be like, okay, I've got someone on it, but I'm getting two energies. One is that it may be that the company or the service that they get to do the repair work, they just have to wait for a slot. So I feel it's kind of out of their hands. You just still have to wait a little bit. For some of you, because this figure is literally sitting on a roof, so if you are getting your roof done, for example, that's a big job. For some of you, especially since you have the repair there, it can be that it will happen in stages due to weather. Okay, so that's coming there as well. But it will get done. Okay, don't worry about that as well. With the Temperance card, this is about you. Focus on your sense of calling. There's things that you're called to do, so prioritizing is important, but I feel like you're being more efficient. A lot of you may be rising early to get everything done, so you have more time for fun to go out there, but the Temperance card is all about patience. Patience, especially when it comes to other people this month, because you may be wanting to move ahead on something. You're the person bringing your A game, backing yourself, having faith that you're getting stuff done. But when you rely on other people, they don't bring the standards that you bring. So you may have to foster a little bit of patience in and around other people and their promises, because I do see here that someone around you, they want to keep their promise. But I feel like the last minute something happens, and it's not that they let you down. They may reschedule, or they may try to find a way to fix it or make it up to you, as it were. But if this is something that is ongoing, you may call them out on it, and it may cause a minor kind of conflict there. Not something you can't heal, but I feel like you may be fed up if this person's always letting you down. But this time I feel like they have a legitimate reason. Their hands are kind of tied on this one. I feel like you will foster understanding there, but I feel that you're just going to watch and observe if this person is going to continue this, okay? Now with the Two of Wands, this is an energy of things developing really nicely. You're envisaging something new because you have that Fool card here and you have the Two of Wands, which means some of you may be thinking about going overseas. Some of you may be thinking about moving your home or your life or your business overseas. You may be getting all the knowledge, the legalities, the structure, learning what you need in order to process this big move for some of you. And you may be trying to work out whether you should stay, whether you should go. And I feel, of course, you'll make a major decision this month. If you have a partner, I feel both you and your partner will make a monumental decision to be a little bit more independent or live an alternative lifestyle this month there as well. And if you are someone who is single, I definitely see here that you are someone who is out there to have a little bit more fun, allow yourself to be seen. I feel it's really hard on the dating scene right now, but I do feel that you're giving back to yourself at this time, and you may meet a person where you feel you co-align. You just feel good together, and they may actually have a lot of the same interests as you, or they have the same calling as you. And I would say things will develop nicely. And I would say you're taking things kind of slow with this person, but there is chemistry. And I feel, you both have a bit of a yearning for each other when you are apart. So that tells you a little bit of something there. But you're starting the energy very independent. And I would say that you're going to have some options when it comes to love at the end of the month. So you could be meeting some new people. One of the people reminds you of someone from your past as well. And you may be like, oh, I feel this person is really your type. But maybe something that, for example, if they look like your ex, that may be something you're like, oh, I don't know if I can go there. So that's coming out there as well. I mean, ultimately, I feel like you're trying new things, whether it's new things in your neighborhood, doing new things around the home space. A lot of you are contemplating a leap of faith on something that actually becomes very secure, and you're protected. There's an umbrella there. So I feel there's definitely an energy of you trying or trialing something, maybe launching something. I mean, it could be a style, new look there. But also I feel like you are strict with your plans, strict with your finances, and I feel like you may be watching the world in order to keep on top of your security. I mean, some of you may be looking at remortgaging your home at this moment, or even leveraging debt in order to pool your resources to make more money. I mean, I don't know anything about that. With the leadership card, the Emperor card right there, it can indicate that you're getting advice on that at this time. Some of you may be contemplating selling your home in order to downsize at this time so you can unlock some more money for you. So there's a lot going on with you, my beautiful Aquarians, this month. But I feel like you're on top of your financial strategies. You're in the plotting stages of something new regarding your plans. And I feel like you're trying to create balance, trying to stay on top of your hydration levels there as well. And you want to have a little bit more fun. Okay, I feel like there's just energy of like, where's the fun at? So it could be lots of events with family members or soul tribe members there. And yeah, I feel there's a lot going on, but this is a big, powerful month for you to achieve. Achievement can be that, you're focused on your health goals. It doesn't have to be ambition or projects around your home. It can be that you are investing in yourself at this time. I am evolving is a master number card that just popped out there for you. So getting to know yourself a little bit more, delving into taking back your power in situations, erecting healthier boundaries, removing your energy from any energy vampires or anyone who does not deserve your energy or time. Okay, so we have I Am Evolving, number 55. And it says, substantial change is in your future. Embrace the change and need to overcome your insecurities and let go of your fears. I mean, there's no cards here regarding fear, okay? So I feel like you're the sort of person who would feel the fear and do it anyway. You know, no matter your resources, I feel like you are launching yourself into your plans big time, and it's happening. Life is short. You may as well just go for it. Of course, it's a calculated risk because you've got the Emperor there, which means you have a lot of knowledge. You've been weighing up things and making sure that you are making some quiet moves, I would say, and kind of like also observing your performance on something or even waiting for results on something. If you're waiting for results on something, have patience. I feel everything will be delivered in the right timing. And actually, it feels like it's good news, whatever it is, and it gives you an opportunity to manage something, or it gives you an opportunity to fix something if it is something that you're waiting to fix or wanting to manage there. But I feel it's good news, okay? It's something that you can go, oh, it's a relief. I can manage this, or I can deal with this. It's fine. It's worked out nicely. So we've also got number 18, I Am Kind-Hearted, which absolutely you are. This is a card, you know, with that strength card, that figure is kind-hearted. They are quietening the lion. They are pacifying the lion there. So it can be that you are looking at your inner battle, quietening the inner critic there as well. But also, you know, being kind to animals, being kind to the people around you. You may even like have an energy where a pet maybe wants to adopt you rather than you adopting a pet. So that's coming out there as well. But it says, you are both open-minded and open-hearted, and your ambition is to leave this world better than you found it. Ensure that your goals are aligned with the collective need and the highest good of all. Okay, so that's you there contemplating the world, the struggles, how you just want security for everybody. You just want everyone to be fine, to live in harmony, you know, to live in peace. You've got two doves there. Of course, you know, you should be someone, I hope you're someone who would be going for a job in some sort of governing position, because I feel like an Aquarian, you would do a great job for the collective, for the community. So if you're thinking about going into politics, I would say you'd be a great leader. You'd lead with your heart, with your soul, with, of course, logic and good business skills as well. But also, I feel like you bring peace in your heart for everybody. So something to think about if you're thinking about it already. We also have 0. Now, of course, you got the full card there, which is about 0. So a lot of you, you know, you could be resetting something right now, definitely trying new things. But it says, I am limitless. And that's what the Fool card is. The Fool launches themselves into everything they do without any attachments. You know, they are limitless. There's unlimited potential here for you in the month of November to bring your A game, to back yourself, believe in yourself, and watch things come together as planned. And, you know, I feel that you are going to have moments of pause, but being on the go as well. And of course, I feel like you will return to happier times if you've been under a lot of struggle or stress. But it says here, there is no beginning and no end. All is infinite. It is time to develop your spiritual side. You are gaining new insight and understanding of both godly and earthly things. I am limitless. Okay, so a lot of you could be leaning into your belief system or your life philosophy this month as well, having faith that you'll reach the position where you need to be. Of course, your 4th house is all about security as well, so you could be asking for omens to highlight, you know, you being secure in your circumstances, which I do see that you are. Okay, yeah, so I will leave that there. Just going to go and get a trinket or rune before we close. Let me see what you've got here. We've got the butterfly. Okay, butterfly is about transformation, big month for change, but also I would say a lot is changing within you. The social butterfly is coming out in you as well, so a lot of fun things to be done this month. Jam-packed diary, as it were, of events for you to go to, whether that's alone, because a lot of you, there's an independence here, so it could be that you're going off, you know, romancing your life a little bit more. But the butterfly can indicate that, you know, you've been feeling a little bit out of sorts recently, and now you're fully becoming more like yourself, you're getting back into the rhythm of your life in some way and taking back your power in order to elevate and lean into your sense of purpose. So I'll leave it there, my beautiful Aquarians. I hope something resonates in some shape or form. Thank you so much, and love and light.